Back at the castle, Malera summons a magman who looks like something the Rockbiter would crap out if he had too many lava martinis to help decipher the book, but in the process, she passes out. After disposing of the arsenic Oompa Loompa, they tell her that she has a curse put on her by Damodar.
I think Damodar penetrated my vision spell. Is it possible he infected me with the same curse that afflicts him?
He will need a part of you to maintain the curse.
My hair. Somehow he took some of my hair.
Malora, if I've been hard on you over the years, it's only because I saw in you the potential to be a great mage.
Yes, because nurturing and encouraging never helped anyone live up to their full potential. You have to treat them like shit in order for them to live up to your expectations. Ugh. Can we just see Protheus again?
Back to the raiding party, they come across a river that they have to cross, so they have to build a raft. It's here we're told the group's plan of action. Apparently, 100 years ago, there was an evil sorcerer named Malik who had a pool of transportation. The plan is to use this pool to transport into Damodar's hideout and steal the orb.
Never before have I heard such blubbering.
Barrack hears the cleric screaming for help, but it turns out to be a trap set by a lich. The rest of the party shows up to rescue him, and then he gets a lecture from the elf.
You should have known better, Barrack.
Yeah, Barrett, because as everyone knows, you never split the party. It's D&D 101.
Then the lich goes and joins Damodar for no apparent reason. Okay, that wasn't really necessary, but whatever. Making their way to the goblin village that helped Malik build the pool, the party finds the map that'll lead them to it. And then they're attacked by an ice dragon.
And this is why the cleric's rightful place is to sit in the back and heal the party. Because they just fuck everything else up.
I was frozen today!
Well, looks like there's no healing for this party.
Poor old Bill. Poor old Bill.
They manage to defeat the dragon using teamwork and bury what's left of the cleric.
Poor old Bill. Poor old Bill.
Back at the castle, since that thing was burning everything inside, she comes up with the idea that maybe it was telling them to burn the book and blah blah blah. Point is, she eventually finds out the secret to using the orb. Meanwhile, the party makes it to the hidden location of the pool of teleportation, where they come across an electrified floor panel trap. After finding a hidden mirror behind the wall, it's the rogue's job to reveal it.
You'll have to all look away.
What for?
I'm about to employ ancient secrets of the Rogues Guild that I alone in the world have the ability to execute. I want it to stay that way.
Just hurry up, Nim.
Real ancient thieves guild art there. I'm sure no one will ever figure that out. I mean, it's not like my secret ingredient for making the world's greatest popcorn.
The mirror they find is magic, and it reveals the safe panels to step on. Everyone makes it across safely except for the rogue, because the mirror starts to close when he's halfway there, causing him to become severely injured. Back at the castle, the Lynch has infiltrated the place and kills the head mage in order to take his place. Back to these guys. Because they only have 2 teleportation spells, one to take them to Damodar and one to take them back home, they're forced to press on.
The pool retains the image of its last use. The operation is simple enough. We need only think of a subject or object and its location will be revealed in the pool. I can teleport us to that destination. We are fortunate. The room appears free of obstructions.
So after coming with an on-the-spot surprise attack plan, they teleport to Damodar.
Monos, Bettori, Holo, Gibran.
I don't know. That was good, but I don't think she really grasped the gravity of her situation. I think she really should have felt the moment and really played that scream out for all it was worth. I feel it should have sounded more like this.
Yeah, so they end up getting caught. You ever notice how these old villainous castles always has a cage in the right spot to catch the hero no matter what? It's like it's some unwritten law in heroism. Well, it would appear I'm having guests. Let's see, if they follow the rules, they should line up for my cage trap, so I guess I better get into position now. Excellent. Now it's time I do my mandatory monologue about my evil plans.
Ishmir's heroes in the flesh. And this is the best you can do.
This is going swimmingly. Now, while I'm doing this monologue, this should give them the purpose opportunity to escape. I know I should just kill them outright, but rules are rules, you know. Haha, wonderful. So, since we're doing that two of the heroes are injured scenario, I guess this means they're not going to kill me, so if Profian taught me correctly, I can just let them escape with the orb, since I'm going to get it again later.
Lux, the orb!
Monos, Vittori, Kipran.
Please forgive me.
Well, since I have a few hours before I get the orb back, I might as well torture Orko some more.
That's what I was afraid of. He's got more power than he can control.
I love my life. They transport to a house of healing so the elf and the rogue can get taken care of, but this means Barak has to ride to Ishmir by horseback while the barbarian fights off the forces that Damodar has sent after them. Barak takes the orb to Ishmir only to have it stolen again by the Lich disguised as the head mage. He takes the orb to Damodar, who uses it to unleash the Black Dragon.
I only ask to witness the destruction of Ishmir, and that I rule over its remains as your thrall.
Your tribute will be 100 heads for every new moon in honor of my release.
Boy, Damodar has no real ambition, does he? He just goes from one ruler to the next. At least when Sauron's master was killed, Sauron decided to become a master himself. I mean, he could have easily just used the power for himself, but I guess he's just not a high goal type of guy.
Which makes me wonder, what does he need the heads for anyway? What does he do with them? Does he eat them? Does he make a necklace out of them? I hope he doesn't stockpile them in his cave, otherwise his cave is going to get pretty right. Trust me.
Barrett goes to the temple that Melara is and finds her half dead. After a few words of encouragement, she decides to belay her death for a few more minutes. Then she prays to the god of nature, steps into this big light, and he gives her a new orb. Well, if it was that easy, why didn't it just ask the god of nature to smite down the Black Dragon?
No reason.
Take me to the tower.
She tries to use the orb to stop the dragon, but her body gives out on her. This forces Barak to chase down Damodar to get him to remove the curse.
This is to Dorian, Nim, and Dormaline. Go back to hell.
Lux! No!
Remove the curse, or I'll kill you.
But he just... That makes... Why did he... Fuck it. It's almost over.
So Damodar removes the curse, allowing Moradin to smite down the Black Dragon. Damodar gets thrown in prison, and everyone lives happily ever after. Well, almost everyone.
Poor old Bill. Poor old Bill.
This movie was... watchable.
Oh, don't get me wrong, there are a ton of problems with this thing. The music, the terrible background stories, the tons of filler, not to mention the overabundance of random action sequences. I get that they wanted to make it like the game, but a bunch of random encounters is not interesting in a movie setting. But despite all that, this was still better than that first piece of garbage that they put out. At least this really was a Dungeons & Dragons movie.
I'm down Perignon saving you from getting ripped off. You see, that wasn't so bad now, was it? Oh shit!
Is it over?
Poor old Bill. Poor old Bill.